Alright, here's my Super Bowl edition of Peyton fucking Manning chicken parmesan. Olive oil in a pan, medium onion diced up all nice, about a medium carrot, and I got that grated on just a cheese box grater. About 3 or 4 cloves of garlic minced up, and we're just gonna mix that all up nice with some kosher salt. I like to season it every stage just so everything is nice and seasoned properly and evenly. We're going to go ahead and add the rest of our spices right now so that they can toast in the pan and get pungent. We're going to go ahead and hit it with some crushed red pepper and some dried oregano. I don't get too crazy with my spices because you really don't need to, but you can. Alright, here we go with about maybe a cup of red wine and a can of some nice imported Italian tomatoes. Olive oil, more salt. Depending on the consistency you like, you can either just smash it up or puree it. I puree it pretty roughly. Salt, sugar to taste. The sugar just kind of evens out the acidity of the tomatoes, so it makes it more palatable. Alright, so trim up your chicken, or just pull off the fat. I like to work with partially frozen chicken breasts. Not fully, but just partially. They're easier to work with, they cut nice. Gonna cut our breasts in half here, and then just pound them out. I guess I could make an obligatory beating my meat joke here, huh? Alright, we're done with those. I like to use the saran wrap so they don't get splattery. Alright, first stage of our dredge here is going to be just cornstarch and all-purpose flour. Easy peasy. Then we're going to go ahead and season up some panko. Those are Japanese breadcrumbs that are just nice and flaky, good texture. Some parsley, oregano, not oregano, garlic powder, and freeze-dried onions. Parsley is pretty much just there because it's pretty. Healthy portion of salt, a couple grinds of pepper. Again, I keep it pretty simple, but you can go crazy with it if you want. Give that a nice mix up. Looks like we're about ready to dredge our chicken. Taking it out of a buttermilk and egg mixture there. Dip it into the flour mixture, and then right back into the buttermilk. The buttermilk is just good viscous, and the eggs hold everything together with the proteins. You want to get all the nooks and crannies, get it nice and breaded up. Of course, you don't really want any naked chicken there. Nice little chicken cutlet. Alrighty, time to fry. I use a cast iron pan because it retains heat really well, and that way you really don't have to use as much oil. Deep frying isn't really cost effective for the home cook. Wrap up your pans here. Just coat it with some marinara. I like to try and get things done while other things are cooking, just so I'm prepared. Alright, so flip over your chicken, just make sure it's nice and browned up. It just needs a nice even brown on it because you're going to go ahead and put this back in the oven. Alright, smother that up just like the Broncos defense will be smothering the Panthers. Go Broncos. Hit it with some low moisture grated mozzarella. And this is just a good melting cheese, and it's also pretty much what you just have to put on chicken parmesan. Other than, I don't know, parmesan. But that comes later. Alright, just dump it all in there, I guess. Alright, after about 20 minutes in the oven at 375, I'm going to hit it with the parmesan. I really don't want to put it in at the beginning because parmesan has a tendency to burn. So we're just going to throw this back in the oven for about 5 minutes while we finish up the rest of dinner. Drain my pasta, get everything together. Sweet. Well, dinner's served here, guys. Here's to one last ride for Peyton, or maybe not. Chicken parm, you taste so good. Shit, I hope they don't have that one trademarked.